Hello, YouTube. It is Amory here today, bringing to you a new idea that has struck my head, and that is Motivational Monday. Yep, hearing it first from me. Every Monday, for the rest of Mondays to come, I will be making a Motivational Monday, hitting new topics, new discussions, new goals, new everything. Okay, Motivational Monday. Let's get our weeks going right. Okay, let's get it going. All right, it's me and my buddy Hayden, and we're feeling like getting this week going, you know. So I printed off some like quotes and questions and stuff, and I kind of highlighted different areas that I'd like to discuss. So I have my pen, and this week the topic is simply going to be motivation and creating motivation and keeping motivation and, you know, that thing. So understanding, this worksheet is called Understanding My Motivation. So it asks to define motivation, like what is your definition? And for me, motivation would be like having the drive to work toward your goals every day, or to continue to feel motivated to go to work and to make money. And you know, for me, motivation is a feeling, like you feel the power to move forward or to work towards something, and that's what motivation is. Like, that's the definition I have in my books. Yeah. What motivates me, and that would be family. It's a little checklist. Okay, do this little checklist. Family motivates me. My goals, to prove myself of being capable, that's a huge thing for me. Like, I don't want to seem incapable, and I'm also very independent, so like I want to be able to provide for myself. The desire to help others motivates me. Money is a motivator for sure. Yeah. It says right here, the desire to get ahead or do better. And for me, like, the thing I want to do better with is with myself. Like, I'm like the type that if I'm not working towards something, or I don't see any progression in myself, like physically or mentally or whatever, then like I feel like I'm failing myself, and I feel like I'm not working towards anything, and it like kind of leads me into like this cycle that's no good, you know. So the desire to be better is also motivation. So I'm gonna put other, be better. Yeah. The last time I felt motivated is honestly when I was like in Arkansas a few weeks back. Like, I think anytime I travel somewhere, I don't do a lot of traveling. Anytime I do travel somewhere, like I just kind of realize like how big the world is, and like I want to see the world, you know. So you have to like have money to see the world, and that makes me want to work harder so that I can see this big whole universe that is the earth and explore it. And that's like seriously motivating for me, is just like the fact that there's so much out here and I'm not seeing it, and I'm not experiencing all those cool things, and that's something that I want to do. Like, I think I know what makes me feel motivated, but I think I personally struggle with like keeping that motivation. So I think one of the things like that'll help me is doing things like Motivational Monday, like checking in with you guys, or you know, really myself. Like, that will keep me motivated. The next little bold part of this, I don't know, questionnaire is motivation goals. And it says, one thing I want to be more motivated to do. And this is a small one. This isn't like anything like substantial or life altering, but I would love to be more motivated to keep my room clean. Yeah, I'm starting small. Like, I am a hurricane. Like, I am so messy. It's ridiculous. Like, And like I think part of my issue is that my mind is always going like so many different directions. So like I'll start one thing and then I'll walk away and then I'll start another thing, and the next thing I know, like my room is a disaster. And no matter how many times a week I clean it, it's a disaster the next day. So I would love to be motivated to like, I guess, clean up as I go along, or do laundry a little bit every day, because my laundry gets ridiculous. It's not fun. Why this goal? Because that's a question. Why this goal? Like that's a goal for me, because when my room's messy, it makes me feel like just not like super, like I know there's been times when I've been able to keep my room clean and I just feel like my life's clean. You know what I'm saying? So like when my room's a disaster, I'm like, oh my god, I'm a disaster, and it's like a whole thing. So that's why that's a goal for me. Yeah. So like on a bigger note, a question is, how will I measure my success to know when I've reached my goals? And I think that is when like, one, I'm doing something for a living that makes me happy every day. You know, like that doesn't really feel like work. That'll make me like be like, okay, like I've reached my goals. Like I'm waking up every morning excited to go to work, or excited to, you know, do this or that, and not like dread it, you know. Like for me, like at the end of the day, I want to love what I'm doing. Like I don't see myself getting in 9 to 5 and just working in an office. Like I feel like I need to like kind of do my own little mold. And I think when I like reach that level of, okay, like I'm excited about my work, then I know that I've reached my level of success. And then here I have quotes that inspire action. Okay. And my favorite one from Walt Disney is, the way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. And I have been guilty of talking with not a lot of action, and that got me nowhere besides, okay, Amory, so what are we gonna do about it? And here I am doing something about it, I guess. Also this one by Josh Billings, who I don't know who that is. Sorry, Joshy. I'm sure he's probably like a professor or something, and I just call him Joshy. Anyways, it says, be like a postage stamp. Stick on one thing until you get there. And that's important, like with that whole mindset that I have, where it's like I'm like thinking about this and this, and that's how my room gets messy, that whole thing. Like I have so many different ideas and I have a hard time like sticking to one thing at one time. Like I'm like, oh, this or that looks fun, then I never get anything done. I'm like, oh my gosh. Ooh, this one for me, I personally like this one by Martin Luther King Jr. It says, everybody can be great because anybody can serve. You don't have to have a college degree to serve. And for me, that is like helpful to like, you know, my self-esteem a little bit, because I'm not in school right now, and like a lot of people I know are, and like good for you guys. And like I wish I could be that person, but right now I can't be that person. Like I can't be that school person right now. I am just not ready. And who's to say I won't go back later? But right now, like it is important to know that school is not your only option, and it doesn't make me any less because I'm not in school right now. Like I shouldn't have to feel any sort of shame when people ask me if I'm in school and I say no. You know, like I shouldn't have to be like, oh no, never know. You know, like no, I'm not in school right now, but that doesn't mean that I can't do something great with myself in the meantime. So yeah. So there's that one. And the last one I want to read off of this is, to inspire others, you must first inspire yourself. Only true passion can awake passions in others. And that's Daniel Deleg. Sorry, Daniel, I don't know how to say your last name. But yeah, like you must truly feel inspired to be able to like promote anything inspiring to other people. Like if you have no inspiration, how are you going to like be that for other people? They're just gonna look at you and just be like, oh, that's just a person, you know what I'm saying? Which everybody's just a person, but like you're not a person with inspiration, and then you can't change lives, you know? That's all. And then boost your motivation. This is like just a lot of little questions just to ask yourself. And the biggest one, and I think this to tie everything in, is a good question. So if someone else were having this issue, what would I tell them? I would tell them to get the fuck up.
Get the fuck up. Simple. Sorry.
Like, like, we can't be so easy on ourselves all the time, or like make excuses for ourselves, or, you know, feel sorry for ourselves for anything, you know? So I would tell somebody that, like, just get up, take care of business, and do the damn thing. Like, that's the only option we have. So if anybody was finding issues with motivation, like, that's it. Like, and that's what I should be telling myself. It's like, you're over here, you know, feeling sad or whatever, or you're not feeling accomplished, and that's because you're not doing anything. So get the fuck up and do something about it. Alright, you guys, if you made it through the whole video, much love. I clearly didn't have the motivation to do my hair or makeup today, so like, ignore the eye bags and the acne scars and the fluffy hair, man. We only out here trying, you know. Stay tuned.